It's raw. It's uncensored. It's live 24/7. It's chaoticradio.com.
You're cruising on a motorcycle through another dimension and time. A dimension not only of beer and rock and roll, but of twisted minds and sexy women. A wild journey of crazy imagination that has no boundaries. There's a warning, a sign up ahead. Your next stop. The Zing Zone. The Zing Zone. The Zing Zone. The Zing Zone.
Motorbiking, 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 motorcycling. Moving on the Queen's Highway, looking like a streak of lightning. If you gotta go, motorbike riding. Listen to me and I'll tell you no lie. Fast to live, too young to die. I bought a new machine today and say it take your breath away. Motorbiking, I'm motorbiking, motorbiking, motorcycling.
Oh, there we go. What's up?
All right. What's up, guys? It is that that time of the month again, that Maniac Monday of the Biker Alley Show. I think I got my phone all charged up here real quick. I'll get us up on Facebook Live. We are on YouTube Live right now. What's up, YouTube people?
How's it going?
It is. It is Motorcycle Awareness Month.
Yeah,
it's always nice to have a. I had to cancel our show last week. I told Reed Dial, and he was like, "What?" And we were working together like 3 weeks ago or something like that.
Lame.
What the hell, man? I have a band on, man. That
isn't this show usually
it had
like
to fit their schedule. Well, it's the second Monday.
See, I can't tell the difference because I'm here every Monday.
This guy. You would think after like 2-something years, man, he would just.
But you didn't cancel it. You just moved it back on Monday.
Yeah. I have because we had Old Blood last week. God,
that was a great
man,
show too.
What Old Blood is such an awesome band. Did you listen to this already, Al?
No, I was busy.
Great CD too.
He's like, no, I only listen to the Bike Reality Show.
We talked about bikes for the first 15 minutes.
I listen to our show because I'm sitting in the chair when we fucking record it.
It's like live.
I love you, but I got other shit to do.
Busy Pete, man. Let me get my shit all plugged inside. I didn't do this. I was sitting there talking to Dutchie. We came in and want to get myself started on engineering. I started us. How awesome is that?
It's pretty impressive, except for like the 2 second. Too long fucking gap in the middle.
Well, it was because the Roy and Jimmy thing, we thought we had it that was timed out, so I had to fade it.
Don't lie. He went to the fridge to get a couple of brewskis while the song was playing, thinking he had time.
Yep.
Oh, the 20-second. I guess it takes me longer than 20 seconds.
Hustle in that ass.
It takes me longer than 20 seconds to fucking go from the engineering room to the fridge to here. All right, so 2 second delay.
How long does it take you to take a tequila shot?
Less than 2 seconds.
Yeah, bam,
done. So you're working today, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually working a lot this week.
Range 1?
Yeah, range
Class 1, range
tomorrow. Adrian had classroom.
Oh, okay.
But I got classroom range tomorrow, and then range evening class Thursday, and classroom range Friday.
I've got, I'm working with Vince this weekend.
Nice.
Yeah. I was in Palm Springs this weekend. I told my students that, hey, chaoticradio.com. See if they listen in and chime in. And
they better.
I told them because, cheers, guys. This is our our shots.
Cheers.
To everybody on YouTube land.
Yeah, where's the fucking YouTube camera? Diet Coke, motherfuckers. Just get over it.
Yep, he's sticking to his sobriety. Did someone give you shit?
Somebody saw a fucking video where it had like a monster can. They're like, was that a 40? I'm like,
Oh,
is that
jeez.
Tall Boy? I'm like, what are you fucking kidding me? It's a monster can. Leave me alone.
Wow.
Here's one of the really cool things about being a sober biker is I still have lots of fun. I just remember all of it.
Right.
And that's the only major difference. I still go out and get in trouble. I still get a little rowdy with my boys, but I remember all of it the next day. I don't have to have somebody tell me. I don't have to go through my text messages to see what person I hit up in the middle of the night. Like, I get all the pluses and a lot less of the negatives because I don't drink. Works out pretty good for me.
I've always been, and what's up, Facebook land? We are live. It's a bike rally show tonight. I myself like to indulge in my alky-lalky. But I think you're right. I mean, when it becomes a problem and you're not, like you said, if you're not remembering a night, well, then how much fun did you have?
Dude, we lost a brother in Vegas. For like
literally lost him.
Like lost
Where
him
in
for
the hell
like
did he
6
go?
hours. We were on Fremont Street. Dude was buzzing. And the first couple of times he tried to walk off from the group, I saw him and I wrangled him back because he gets distracted real easy like squirrel. So the first time I got him, I brought him back. The second time, I literally grabbed him by his shoulder and brought him back. The third time, I was in the pisser and he wandered off while I was in the pisser. And nobody else thought to wrangle him. So he just fucking disappeared.
Oh, jeez.
Gone. And we're like, dude, where are you at? And he's like, I'm where you guys are. I'm like, no, you're not. I'm like, drop us a pin or like put your camera on so we can see where you are. Take a picture. This fool puts the phone on selfie mode and he's got it like right here. So all you can see is his face.
You can't see the background.
Just lit as fuck. He's like, I'm right here on Fremont Street. I'm like, Fremont Street is like 6 blocks, bro.
Right.
Like, and you're not point to the front of a fucking hotel or a casino or something. No. He was just like right in his own face.
I mean, can you imagine the days before cell phones where you can actually do something like that? Like send
legitimately.
A picture, like, look, here's a picture where I'm at. But before there were cell phones, you were just lost.
Dude,
Yep.
we lost him and like we couldn't find him. We're like, hey, go back to the van. Because we had a van. He didn't show up. So we left. Like, he'll find his way home. And sure as shit, like 6 hours later, he was at the house.
Nice.
I don't know how he got there, but he got there.
All the way to California?
Well, no, we had a house in Vegas.
Oh, okay. Okay,
We,
gotcha.
did like a
You rented a
Airbnb type thing.
Right.
Yeah, that'd really be fucked up if you left him there. When you
Yeah,
came
like
back
all the way
down.
to California.
He made it back to California in 6 hours?
No, I would never do
Fuck,
that.
hitchhiking? Shit, that's beast mode right there, man.
No, he knew where to go. He was not coherent enough to tell us where he was. Like, dude, I could not imagine being lost in a town I'm not from and just not knowing anybody. With all the hundreds of people in Vegas, I would have lost all my money. Somebody would have picked my pocket. Like,
I've
it's all
never.
bad.
I think there was only that I can actually recall 3 times where I actually have no recollection of what happened the night before. Although I remember many times when you wake up and you're like going, where the hell am I? Now I remember, like doing some chick or, going to a house, but but you when you wake up, now you're like all like foggy and you're like going, the fuck, where am I at? Mm-hmm. And who's this chick? And then you start piecing things together. Of course, once you get up, you take a piss, you start walking around the house like going, okay, oh, there's the beer I didn't finish last night.
Yep.
And there's my underwear.
In the living room.
It's on top of the fucking fan. How in the hell to get up there? Turn that fan on, get my underwear back. But anyways, it's bike rally. That's what happens. So I taught solo, and this was my first time teaching solo on the new curriculum. I used to teach during the MSF.
On the TCT curriculum.
Yes.
Okay.
During the MSF days, working for Ride, we actually had a 6-man range. It was only a 6-man range, and they called it, Zig's range. And I'm the one that worked it majority of the time. Yeah. And I loved being solo. But now it was a 6-man range, so it was small. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I worked the 6-man range in Palm Springs yesterday, and I couldn't find the 6-man range.
Oh, the teach alone cards.
Yeah. And I'm looking, I'm like, shit. Well, I just
day 1 is pretty much the same. It's day 2. The swerve is different. And
so you're still using the entire range? Because
for the straighten and brake, you only use the one side. For the quick stop, you only use the one side.
Yeah, that's what I did. The straighten and brake. I just did it, and I put the cones the other way. Yeah. I remember looking at the 6-man range cards, just kind of going through them, and so it kind of like remembered the picture of it, just like going through it a couple times.
The swerve is the only weird one because you do the rights at like 25 feet, and then the rights at like 10 feet, and then the lefts at 25, and then the lefts at 10. So by mistake, the last time I did the solo, I did rights and then lefts, and then tightened it up and did the rights and then the lefts. So I got a little bit backwards.
Oh.
Because it was less cone kicking for me.
All I know is that is a lot of fucking cone kicking, dude.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of cardio, man.
Yes.
You're doing all the demos and all the cones by yourself.
And
it's a lot of work.
And then you have that dead air time. It's kind of like the 2-second dead air time that I left us when we started, because I couldn't make it from the engineer room to the fridge to here with my beer.
And you told me not to unmute our mics.
We could have been just bullshitting.
Yeah.
Here's what I it's like when I see the JJ looking at things and you can see the gears working in his head going. Let me see. I think no. That's don't.
I was looking for mute
anything
because I know they're all muted.
Do not poke.
No,
I have mixing boards.
All it is this button right there. Okay,
it's easy.
All right. I just want to make sure because you fuck something up, dude. I'm the one that's gonna fucking hear it. And
just why do they gotta make all the writing so small on them nowadays?
Dutchy's small, man, but fucking Brits, man, they like to fight. And then and he's not far from fucking Leprechaunville, man. And I'm not trying to have fucking, Dutchy fucking, kick my ass. So, because you fucked up.
You know what's messed up about most British is their teeth are already fucked up, so they don't care if you punch them in the mouth.
Oh, that's good
just
to know.
take it.
Oh, look at this guy. Look at this guy.
I can say that because Dutchy's in the other room.
But so
I
did
a ninja kick to the neck or something.
I had 5 people. So I want to give, I told my students, I'd give them a shout out. Jim and Mike, man, hey, good job, guys. Liz, I had this chick, Liz, very impressive. She was one of those never ridden before. Well, she had ridden like a couple times, like for like 5 minutes or something like that. I forget what she said. But you ever had one of those students that listens, applies, and responds to everything, gives you all the right answers that you want to hear. Mm-hmm. That was Liz.
Student?
That was her. And she just nailed it. I actually had when I was in classroom, she was popping off with the answers, and I finally had to say, okay, wait. So I said, okay, so blah, blah, and except with Liz, hang on a second. So I had to start calling the other students out so they would, participate.
Sure.
But so I told her, I says, you know what? And she was just hauling, dude. She was wicked with it. Did a great job. And there's this little seam. And when you're doing
I know that
curves
range.
to the right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, press to initiate lean. It goes right in there, and there's that crack. And
Did you say curse to the right?
Sure. Curves.
Oh, I thought you said curse.
So when you're standing in the I don't think you haven't taken the basic course for TC. So you're standing by these 4 cones in the middle, and we're going to the right, and you're telling them to look at me. Look at me. So she's looking at me, and I can see her eyes. She wasn't wearing sunglasses, so I could see her eyes looking right at me. And then she hits that seat, and the bike goes blink blink. Dude, she did not jack the throttle up. She stuck to it, but her eyes got a lot bigger.
I love that.
And
that's one of my favorite things when you see them as students reacting to something the right way. So like her eyes may have gotten wider, but she didn't look at the floor.
no, she didn't. She
That's
didn't look
good
away.
Shit.
Yeah.
I love that. It makes me so happy. Like just to see him get it right. Like, yes. Finally.
Yeah, because usually what they're going to do is they're going to panic.
Ruh-roh.
It's like, oh shit, up, touching the brakes, squeeze the
had
clutch,
one-
roll off the throttle.
I had one last week.
It's all
that-
bad.
It's been weird. Like in the last 4 classes that I've had, 2 classes we've had somebody that wanted the scooter. I'm like, okay, we have a scooter, but whatever. But this chick got on this scooter and was railing it on this scooter. And we're doing the last exercise of day 1 where they're counter steering for the first time. And she's on this fucking scooter and she's got her shoulder out and her head's turned. And she was so far on the edge of the tire that she started to wobble.
Nice.
No! She wasn't scared, but I got scared.
Right?
Because she was cooking. I'm like, yeah, on a fucking scooter.
Why not?
She was making the guys on the bikes look bad.
Oh my
was dope.
god, that's
It was cool.
funny.
They should have Vespa races. That would be funny.
They have off-road
They do have
races.
Vespa races.
Off-road Vespa
See,
races.
that would be good for you, JJ. I could see you. We used to call them back in the day the Mod Squad with all the mirrors and all the shit on them. They'd have like
Yeah.
50 fucking
yeah.
mirrors.
No,
I like
look up-
the
That's-
look up,
that's
Honda
definitely-
Ruckus.
Vespa Cross.
If it's like off-road, I want a Ruckus.
Vespa Cross. They're doing scooters
Is it
on
any
dirt.
scooter, or does it have to be Vespa, though?
I think they're all scooters.
Yeah.
The Ruckus would work really well for that.
Yeah, because those look like they'd be fun off-road.
So I oh yeah, shout out to Ryan, and it's actually a female. I was tripping when I said, yeah, Ryan, and she's here.
Female Ryan.
I didn't say nothing.
Totally Irish.
And then Kathy, but it was rough, doing when you're doing it by yourself. I haven't done a 6-man range in so long. I'm like going, shit.
Yeah.
That's a lot of cone kicking, man.
Yeah.
But it was, when you have good students, it really makes things so much better, and patient students, because you guys sit there and, okay, hang on, guys, I'll be right back. It's so much easier. Like when me and Rita worked together, we just it's. I mean, when you've worked together a few times, it's just you know what person's going to be taking on one side of the range, and what person's going to be taking another, and we flow.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, so then.
Are you wearing 2 pairs of glasses right now?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
That's
This
his thing
way
now.
so I can read.
Just checking. He's getting old.
But
They're like concealed glasses.
He's got
I had
quad vocals
we
right
had the classroom. Have you done the classroom at the in Palm Springs?
No, but I've been in the classroom because
Okay.
I was a student out there.
Well, I've never done the classroom there.
Yeah, it's like it's
Ever.
part of the police building or some shit.
Yeah. Well, what they did is I guess they were remodeling they had the bathrooms all turned, so they had it actually taped off. I had no idea where they were. Oh. And so I go to the break, said, okay, well, let's take a break, and so if you have to use the restroom or have a smoke or something like that, you know what I mean? I said, I don't know where, if you smoke, please put it in a receptacle. I have no idea where it's at. I have no idea where the bathroom's at, but you guys were here on Thursday, so you guys know where everything's at. Well, the ladies are smart. Mm-hmm. So the ladies see caution tape around the bathroom door.
So they don't go.
They go across the street
Sure.
to some business building or whatever, right? What do the guys do?
Go right
Go
to
around
the
back.
car.
Go into the freaking bathroom, right? So I'm sitting there and I'm just like I'm playing fucking Angry Birds, right?
Did you download Angry Birds
And this-
2?
No.
There's a new release. It's the
Oh, is
Angry
there?
Birds 2. Yeah.
So
to power up your
I'm hearing this commotion outside, and I'm kind of
Oh, no, I sat on the toilet, now there's pink on my ass.
and I'm just going back to my Angry Birds. Well, then the cop comes in.
Oh.
And he's like going, hey, the bathrooms are not supposed, and now he's on me. I'm like going, what happened? He's like, the bathrooms. I go, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sir. And I get up and I walk out there and I see, and then the 2 guys are standing there and I'm just like, and then of course one of them, Jim is like, he's like, well, there should be a bathroom. And I'm thinking, oh God, please don't fucking
So
piss off the police officer.
Was it just regular caution tape, or was it straight up police line? Do not.
No, not police. Can you
Yeah,
imagine?
because caution tape doesn't
Someone
really mean
was
anything.
killed in the bathroom. No, but and I tried to tell the officer. I says, you know what? I says I've never been here before. His response was, no, you guys have been here for a while.
Yeah, but
And me, right? And I'm like, oh no, I'm sorry, sir. But let me rephrase that. I'm actually from the San Bernardino site, so this is my first time teaching class. I had no idea. I didn't even know where the bathrooms were,
Or that they were caution taped.
And so, but he was
Well, what the fuck was
kind of
wrong with
pissed
them?
off, man. They were all blown apart. They took all the toilets out, and there was no toilets, nothing in there.
But you can still piss in the hole.
Well, that's what one of the students did, Mike. If you're listening, this fucking guy, man. So I got in trouble. I didn't even do nothing, man. That's just like, but then range 2, man. Man, that's Liz was just railing it. Ryan, once I got her to feel comfortable about because she didn't want to push on the handlebar. Neither did Mike. Through Idlewild.